Hello and welcome to episode 7. We have consolidated Akan Bharat. I think that was the name of the Indian project, where we expanded into the, unified India. Or rather, what the British left after they wanted to leave. And now we are going to expand further in this episode. So in this year, we are going to see the finish of Greater India here. First, we are going to do alien computers. Here in exotic materials. Alien computers will get us a little bit of knowledge priority, which is useful, then also mission control and later on advanced climate modeling. These are really nice benefits for just 5k technology. And also we are going to push, after these projects are done, into the direction of quantum encryption to get our 6th agent. And meanwhile we are going to get nanofactories going if we can. That's another problem we have to solve, where we put them and what we do with them in detail. Yeah, so let's just move forward a bit for about 1 month. In between episodes I actually sorted out some orgs here. So for example, our main scientist here, he had a bit too much of energy research. So I sold CERN here because it costs us money. For example, Valerian here doesn't cost money and gives more benefits than CERN for whatever reason. I mean, it has 2 less science output, but that's totally fine. So yeah, we're going to jump forward into February when these projects finish, and then we can talk about what will happen accordingly from there. Okay, here we are in February, and we finished alien computers as the first one. To identify the larger machines obtained from the aliens has tested our finest scientific minds to the limit. They are so far apart from our essential concept of a computing device. But though we are now confident that they are indeed computers of a sort, understanding their exact purpose and function is another matter entirely. The interface is designed neither for human hands nor voices, while even their visual feedback is bewilderingly sparse. Our best hypothesis is that an array of unusual spongy pads found within the most intact of these machines suggests some other form of sensory in and out, perhaps an olfactory operation. Given human limitations on deciphering and the emanation of smell, this is not something that we can easily replicate, though we may be able to create synthetic alternatives in time. The actual processing elements of the computer have been somewhat easier to categorize. As far as we can tell, they employ a highly advanced form of quantum computing and photonics we ourselves have recently researched, which likely enables them to monitor, navigate and communicate across the solar system with an effectiveness we can as yet only dream of. That's also why it gives mission control bonus here. So here we go, and exotic materials immediately finished as well. After exhaustive analysis and stress tests, we have little idea of what this material truly is. We do, however, know that what it is not. Despite previously believing that these so-called exotics were some manner of unknown alloy, we have determined that it can also exist in a non-solid state, such as within the coolant of an alien warship's heat sinks. It would appear that, rather than being a construction material itself, it will instead improve and augment the durability or electrical conductivity of any other substance it is applied to. While establishing the exact composition of exotics continues to elude us, most certainly they are not of our solar system. We have been able to separate significant quantities from them from the alien materials they are bonded to. This has enabled us to attempt implementation of the material in many of our own technologies, and, happily, it readily adapts to almost any process it is subjected to, as its atomic structure can move between anionic and cationic with ease. It's simply astonishingly versatile. So now we can see our stockpile here.
The science section has finished their analysis of the alien materials.
So, I've never seen the research team so excited. It's hard to get them to slow down long enough to understand what the hell they are saying. Long story short, these exotics, as the eggheads are now calling them, act as a kind of universal material enhancer. Exotic enhanced circuitry conducts electricity better than our most conductive materials. An enhanced armor has a higher hardness and toughness than our best Earth equivalents. There's not a tool, weapon, or machine on our planet that can't be improved by this stuff. If we could make it ourselves, we could catch up to the aliens and then some. Unfortunately, we can't. Not a single one of our researchers has even a half viable plan for synthesizing this stuff. It uses a substance that's not found on Earth, treated by some process that we don't understand. They're going to keep working on it, but in the meantime, the only place we are getting this stuff is from the aliens, which means paying a price in blood. Every one of our science, engineering, and construction teams is begging for as much exotic as we can give them. We don't have enough to satisfy even the 20s of the request. Spend it wisely. Okay, we can get climate modeling here. That's nothing we are going to do right now. The exotic hybrid system we do want to do because we want the exotic spike radiator. Eventually, at least. And we need anything of these? Not right now. We also don't know. 1 second. I had to check something. Okay, so we could do one of these projects here. This one might be an idea because we do have a lot of influence. So maybe we can use that for something. And the question is what to do as the second one here. Oh, maybe this one. App accidents events are less likely to affect us. Might be a good idea currently. So we don't need to rush this one now because it finishes before the cooldown, which is in August. So we can consider to pick whatever they are researching here after super alloys, because we lost the race here. Because I didn't pay attention to it, everybody invested heavily into it, so it was already half full after 2 days. That was quick. And do we want to push quantum encryption? No, let's push supercapacitors because that's the path to fusion anyway. And from here on, oh no, China is owned by the servants now. That's bad. But that's a problem we have to solve not now. So we are going to focus on this one here. So maybe the crackdown actually works in this mission phase. That would be great. Because then we can...
With all due respect, there are only two
nuclear
things
fusion
that really
facilities.
matter
Nice.
here.
Oh, that's good. So that they picked this one, we are not going to invest into it though. So we just continue here. Maybe get the crackdown done.
Public opinion is
And then we
moving in our
can
direction.
actually...
Violence is
There we
abating.
go. Yeah.
We've
So we are going.
neutralized their key people.
So we are going to take over the last point here, and then we are going to prepare for the merge in the later half of the year. And meanwhile, we are going to switch our focus to Indonesia now, because that's the next one we are going to merge into India. Okay, here we are on September 1st. I already prepared everything, so the cooldown for unification has run out. We can do the unification here. And I'm still trying to get into Indonesia. We got very unlucky here multiple times because of the upticking unrest here, which makes our Amiri not be able to do missions there because of this, what is it, paranoid skill. Yes. So that's the problem here. And in between we also have the problem that I tried to move all investigation from Amiri to Sam,
Standing by
but
for
Sam
orders.
doesn't have crackdown on investigation, and I checked every org that we have and none of those have crackdown, which means that the consular that we take with quantum encryption here, or after quantum encryption the forward operations which we need, will be someone who has crackdown. So that's something we need. But now let's go unify and
Offering counsel.
see what we are doing. Yeah. this was a quite long time skip, so I had to take some breaks in between because it was a lot of decision making and deciding how to build up stuff. Yeah, so for example, we went out of government here. So we are no longer going fully government, we are pushing science a bit more now. Because we really need to handle our cohesion more. It's fluctuating too much. We got an event in between which dropped it by 1 again. So that's, so you have to be prepared against these kind of things. So that's the problem currently. And yeah, they are not, yeah, it's just complicated to manage all these priorities that we need. And we still need to build mission control as well. Which reminds me to talk about this station here. I misread how the solar mirrors work. So the solar mirrors here do not work for stations in orbit of a planet. So it's only ground bases. So we could theoretically do this in the L1 of Mars, which might be a good option. Actually, we maybe should get a nanofactory going here, now that I talk about it. Just to be faster with the construction of things. So, fission pile. Let's put one more, and then we are safe with energy, yes. Do we have the farm by now? Yeah, we do have the farm. Okay, so I have to go through all the bases and stations now and get the farm going to save up resources. I think that finished like last month or something. Yeah, pick water purification afterwards again, which was already started. Now that I think about it, it's a while ago. So yeah, I have to do this to get to save resources. So that's going to be something I do after the unification here, because that's a lot of work, and we probably have to shift around quite some modules in our stations and bases.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Really? Yeah, I know the mission will fail. It's the espionage here.
Policy direction complete.
So, but we can unify now. So let's see where we will end up with. Actually, the biggest question is how much unrest are we going to get? And if that will work out, come on. I hope. That's... Yeah, oh, we got unified, so that was successful, but we dropped down to 0 cohesion again. Yay! So that's something we have to fix now. And cohesion state is terrible. Okay, so we have to invest a bit into unity here now. We're going to go... What? We got inequality from this? Really? Yeah, I think we have to delay Indonesia a bit to fix the unrest here now again. But yeah, now we do have a lot of population in here. 2.8 billion. That's a lot. And the question is, how much science will it be?
Mission cancelled.
Yeah, I know. High unrest. We have run into that problem multiple times because it was fluctuating a lot as well. So that's why we tried starting our own unrest missions here. Did science really go down this much? Minus 600? Is that possible? Probably the cohesion, yeah. Ooh, and we got detected by the aliens, so how about you go to ground a bit? Bye-bye.
Going silent.
Ready
And
to go.
our...
Where do you need me?
Even
Ready
he
for
has
my mission.
problems
Restoring order.
using unrest now here. Yeah, this is going to be
Ready.
a challenge.
Ready to go.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, we
Ready to
lost
go.
quite some science from this.
Ready.
But it will recover. Okay, confirm. Let's see where we are.
Going.
I mean,
to
also the
hiding.
advice has run out, of course, so that's another thing.
Offering support.
2.9k again. So it's not really a loss, so we didn't lose much here. That's a little bit from unifying, but
Public
the
opinion
scaling
is
is
moving
much
in our
harder now.
direction.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay, you're going to stay there for a while.
Violence is abating.
And you're going to do this as well for a while. Oh, yeah, that's 32.
Believe me, these bastards have
Okay,
already
there's
read
quantum encryption.
everything humanity's ever written.
So, we are going to get a 6th agent very soon. Question is now what to do next. We did some technologies in between already. We will need molecular assemblers to get to diamondoids here, eventually. We need high temperature superconductors to get into fusion anyway. I don't think we need this one anytime soon, but it has integrated Earth space economy. So let's quickly check what else we need for ring habs, because that's my next goal. So we need to get to our space future, for which we are doing space commerce already, and then we need space navies, for which we need militarization of space. So that's our goal here. Militarization of space, here we go. And we have to see how much the AI will invest into this. And yeah, I think we're going to invest heavily here as well. And there's a project. This one is also nice. This one doesn't matter that much. So we are going to change here into covert operations. Covert. There we go. And then transnational investments, when it's over, we are going to do... we are going to pick the other one, which we just unlocked. Okay, they are pushing hard here. Wow, we already got overtaken here. We're going to save what we can. So in this case, we are going to just ignore this one, because it's not worth stopping all the other sciences here. We can still snack the next one. There's transnational investments, which means crisis diplomacy is next. And now we have points to take stuff, which will be Indonesia temporarily. But yeah, that's something we are going to continue working on. But this will incur another half-year cooldown, which is annoying. Very annoying. Yeah.
Ready.
Standing by for
So I
orders.
think we are going to try it again. Because they still didn't protect their
Removing our
point here
enemies.
again.
What's the op?
Which means we are
At your
going to...
service.
This is going to tick up a bit. But we are going to go chill on
We'll
this
turn
one.
down the heat.
And
Your
Sam,
orders?
you can also help with public campaigns here now. Again.
I will try to
So
sway
something
the
like
public.
this. And now let's get the new agent. Let's get the new agent. 5th of October, so immediately afterwards here. And let's go. 4.3.
I will help them.
5.1. There we go. And the next tech we pick is, of course, we are going back into this one here. And militarization of space is also almost done, so we can invest here. Let's see what we can get. Recruiting. As said, we need someone with crackdown. Suspicious. This one has crackdown, is also a computer specialist, which is nice. We do have, that's the hacker here. We do have Fanatic, Streetwise, famous. Also crackdown in there. Also crackdown in here. And Striver on top of this. So that's really good. And government for free. So I think we are already leaning towards Shukra. And let's quickly check these two down here. Quick learner, civil engineer. Civil engineer is also quite nice if we later want to fix the climate. But yeah, but it doesn't have crackdown here. This one has crackdown, but earthbound hard target doesn't really matter. Hacker, computer scientist. It's not bad, but it will be the striver here, the inspector. Coming with a pretty nice bag of everything, which is okay. So we're going to recruit her. And What's that button? Ah, we can get hints. Interesting. Okay, so now the next step would be building him up. And, ooh, we can get stuff like this, but we can't afford it. There we have to see what we can now move over to Shukra here. To therefore then help our spy. So our spy will go on espionage. Shukra will go on investigation. And then we can continue from there. And that's where I'm going to rebuild some stuff, because we also have to fix our stations here because the farm is unlocked. And then we can see how quickly we can break Indonesia and bring it to our side here. Well, so let's continue forward here. Well, we are already in May 2077, so this episode we are jumping very far ahead in time here. And alien monsters have spawned. Where previously the land altered by the alien visitors was almost eerily still, now mountainous and monstrous silhouettes move through the unearthly vegetation. There were, until now, still those who refuted the presence of extraterrestrial beings on our world. But the startling footage of these immense new entities is something to demolish the convictions of even the most staunch unbeliever. Their titanic bulk blots out the light. The land trembles at their step. Trees and buildings are pushed aside as if they were tissue paper, or are uprooted by vast tendrils as if they were mere seedlings. And even miles away, the very air seems to bend at their deafening cry. All the world knows it now. Giants are among us. So... the servants have spawned a megafauna in their land. Great. We still need to find an agent though. Maybe there's one of them doing stuff. So maybe he sparked that by planting more plants. I don't know. By the way, we have gone up to 6.1k science now. And we are pushing towards fusion. And we are pushing towards ring habs. So infrared combat lasers is in preparation for fusion. This is of course preparation for fusion. Our space future is preparation for ring habs. And we are also going to finish up the exotic hybrid system in a second, which is going to give us the access to the exotic spike radiator eventually. So all fine, all good. And I think the unification here will be in September, right? Yes. So that's also a bit away. We have, however, a problem. And the problem is still cohesion. So I have to actually move away from purely going for knowledge currently. I'm still waiting for my live research centers, which give a welfare bonus. So they will finish in July. And then I have to switch focus massively into welfare, because we need to get the inequality down. That's the only way how we can get cohesion up. So our calculated value currently is 0.56 again, but it's fluctuating heavily depending on public opinion of us here in India. So as soon as we move out of unity here, it causes problems. And yeah.
At your service.
So of course we can take whatever is here and annoys us, which is probably a good idea, so we just
They
do
won't
this.
see me coming.
But also we still need to find an agent, an alien agent. I don't know, these are too weak for... Yeah, nothing has been seen for a long time now. So instead we are going to continue checking
Tracking
who is
target.
here in India and pushing against our public opinion, so that we can take them out. Our new spy here, Shukra, is of course doing nicely. She's mostly on investigation by now. Oh, Calypso Fund is back. Actually, maybe we want to sort that in somewhere. Just for the purpose of... What can we do here? We do have admin 26 already, so if we do admin 1 and 2, we can actually remove this one. And that frees up 1 point. Wow. Wow. But we could survive without this one for a while. And instead takes the Calypso fund in. I think I want to do this, so here we go. And then we take Calypso for 7% more welfare. Just speeding up the investments that we have to do there. And now we can do actually 1 persuasion here, so we don't need that orc anymore. Can anyone else take it? Oh, we do have some who can do stuff, but this one is saving up for the computer scientist. And this one is saving up for the chief physicist. Yeah, so that's fine, because 35% energy research is going to be very, very useful if we go for fusion early. Meanwhile, we are just pushing with 2 of our counselors on
Standing by for orders.
science and
Ready for my mission.
these kind of things, because that will help us building this India up to strength. So yeah, let's wait for the exotic hybrid system. Let's see. That should finish in a second. This is also
I
a
think
favorite.
we had a breakthrough.
And infrared combat
Offering
lasers
assistance.
is something we should actually
Offering
push
counsel.
more.
I have new information.
Resistance is here again. So we push
Mission
infrared combat laser.
aborted.
Wow. Really? Well, okay, but the protectorate or
Public
whoever that was,
sentiment is
no, academy
increasingly with
was
us.
moved away, so that's good. Where is my hybrid system? Ah, here we go. There we go. Some among us might behold the remarkable properties of the alien exotic and see only a potent source of weapons and armor. Yet it is in looking beyond the ancient human proclivity for a conflict that we have unlocked the alien material's greatest potential. Initial experiments instead applying it to prototype drives and reactors have resulted in feats of efficiency, conductivity and resilience far beyond what was previously thought possible. There's growing confidence that this discovery would even enable humanity to travel beyond our own solar system. So we are discovering what we could do with that. And we're going to take another... Actually, let's take robotics. Not sure. Or warships. Or the liability theory. Let's do the liability theory, just in case that they never get a point in my beloved India. So now we can move out of this one. Yeah, we cannot be overtaken anymore. That's impossible now. So yeah, in 2 months we can merge the other country in, but our problems will not get better from this because of the fact that we still have terrible cohesion. And here we should stop spoiling. We are also pushing welfare hard, but it's 3.4, so we are actually going up when we merge again. So this is super annoying, but we can't change it. So it's what we have to do. We theoretically have 105% bonus on knowledge. So that's really, really nice. We in total went already up by 2 since beginning of the campaign, which is also a lot, but it's not fast enough currently. We still need so much more science. We need at least to get to 15k really quickly before 2080 at least, so that we can push to fusion and then get proper ships here. And then we still have to get mission control. That's another question. But yeah, everything is, however, developing. And the population scaling here is, of course, massive. How much did we lose to population loss? 0.357. Oh, that's a lot. But well, okay. So, let's just continue forward here until we can merge the next one. Okay, here we are, October. And we can do the last merge here with Indonesia. as soon as our project or activity from our counselor here hits. And then the big question
Person
will
of
be,
interest surveilled.
how well are we off after this? Do we want to... No, I'm still searching for an alien. I still have to capture one, but I
We're
can't
winning
find
their hearts
one.
and minds.
It's really annoying.
Things are stabilizing.
So you can see here that people are pushing against us, hard against. Here we get another 10% knowledge output. And output, but investment, which is really nice. And do we have anything else? Climate modeling, environment, open scanner. We should do this one because we have many was stolen in us recently. Okay, we can finish up parasite liability as well. So everything is going to happen in this
Policy
mission phase.
direction
There we are.
complete.
We could federate with others which don't like us. Wait a second, we could federate with Malay. Yeah, but they don't like us, okay. So we are going to unify here now. Malay is something we could take over next, actually. So, let's hope this works out. Come on. Yeah, I expected that crashed our cohesion again. But nothing broke out. I think that got removed, the breaking off functionality. So, and now there's not a lot of population left. So Kuala Lumpur, Kathmandu. Yeah, these ones here. Colombo and so on. These are things we can fix over time, but they are no longer worth rushing. So now we do have 3.137, so 3 billion people, 3.1 billion people, of a total, let's see, no, that's wrong. Where do you have here? Then global. Yeah, we have 30% of the total wealth, total population of the Earth. So that's good, I guess. Climate change has gone up to 3 degrees by now. And we are at a 3% decrease. I think the 2070 scenario started at 2.6 or 2.7. So we just got another 0.3 degrees by now. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, but I think we have to go into Unity again. So, and we just got 0.12 inequality again, which is also super annoying. And our new cohesion value is -1. Wow. So we have to adjust so much here. This is... Whew. But I guess our science is going to go up here. Okay. Parasite liability theory is done. Oh, there's no mission text there. I was not sure if there's one. So we can go into... We are lacking technologies right now that which are worth it, so that's a problem. So I think I'm going to pick alien warships here. And then we are going to push harder into space future here, just to get towards the ring habs here. But now we have to fix this one again. I'm not sure how we can stop the other factions of pushing against us. This is super annoying. We even are protected already. We do have 3 billion people. This would be very, very hard to get in there.
Ready to go.
The only thing we can do is
Eyes on target.
investigating and
What's the op?
then do something with them. I mean, just as a
Where to?
been looking at it here, so we do have 93% chance success chance here still,
I will tell our story.
but
Where to?
it's just ugly. So we can take persuasion here. There's something we want from these orcs here. Doesn't look like it. Currently we are only hunting ooh, wait a second. What? They cost boost now? What? But this is the first one I see now. So who has You might have room, but you are stabilizing here. Can we remove something from you? Probably. I think... No. I think... we could sacrifice this one. Or we remove something here. Not sure how well they are. Oh, this one is terrible, so unequip. And then we take theta metals here. That's expensive though, with upkeep costs. Ugh. And then we retake one investigation here. Wait a second, non grata. Home nation is Gulf. Okay, that's fine. We take one investigation back here. And everything else this. Yeah, let's see where we are with the science output now. And you will also join on the public campaign train here. Ooh, we barely have a chance though. That's annoying. Okay, then continue improving loyalties
I'll
for
speak
us.
with them.
So we only have
Your
one
orders?
counselor by now who could even succeed on this, which is our Icta here.
Acknowledged.
And we are going to keep pushing. Amiri here, could you... We even have one spot available. Is there something with command that we could take? No, but we are going to give you one more command. So that the chances of actually succeeding and maybe getting a critical, a stabilized mission through is increased. Yeah, but now we have
They'll
to...
stay loyal to the cause.
Offering assistance.
Yeah, we have
I
so
will help
little
them.
investment bonus here on
I
Unity.
have new information.
Okay. Not even sure if that's worth it. But let's quickly calculate this. We get 0.00588 per 2 points. So important is 2 points. And here we get 0.00118 per 1 point. Which means that first of all we have to double this. So we are at 0.0022236. But then we also have 125% bonus investment, which is 100% higher than this one. So Unity, the only benefit of Unity is that it pushes up our public opinion as well. So let's keep it like this. But we are going to keep pushing hard on knowledge because that's going to push cohesion up better than it does Unity.
Public sentiment
So
is
this is-
increasingly with us.
Okay, permanent assignment here.
Violence is abating.
We have to stay above 50% to be stable here, roughly. So we are still at 1.1, minus 1.1 though. Ooh. That's nice, actually, that they did this one. Yep, this is really nice, because later on I would like to do this in an African Union if we ever have the time for this. I'm not sure if we can, because this country is keeping us busy like crazy currently. Yeah, cohesion is a problem. So public opinion distribution minus 0.6. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So we have to get to 60% roughly, 50 to 60% to get rid of that minus 0.6. Then we do have the hostile claims thing, which we can get rid of over time. Minus 4 from geographic population distribution is nothing we can change. Minus 5 from population is also nothing we can change. Lost per capita GDP in last 10 years multiplied by inequality is something we are going to get rid of over time. And then the inequality modifier of minus 6.3. So we want to get to 5. So we really have to remove all of the inequality. and keep our public opinion really, really high. This means, however, that we definitely need
We'll be
to
ready
change
for new
Sam
orders
again
soon.
here. And get Sam into enough persuasion that he can help. Which means that we have to consider what we can do here. So he should go into... I was hoping that he could get the computer scientist here, the chief one. But maybe that has to wait. Instead, let's see, we do have one admin free currently. And we could remove or change this one. Actually, we can scrap this one, unequip. And then we can take this one for +2. Stargazer here is definitely wrong on him. So unequip. And then we take... Wait a second, is there maybe an persuasion orc available? No, it's not. And then we take anarchy here. That should be fine. And we don't need to necessarily take admin here, because we could instead just take persuasion. And so we are already up to 14 now. That's something. And I just noticed we don't have public opinion, public campaign on him. So that's something we have to solve. We don't have public campaign. No. Oh, he's 17 actually. So the... Wow, he is detected by the aliens again, but I don't know where the aliens are. I need to find him.
Initiating
Find them
decoming.
over.
I'm here.
So who is this one? We're going to check it
Investigating
out.
target.
Where do you need me?
Standing
So yeah, we are
by
going
for
to...
orders.
We
Ready.
have to somehow...
Standing
this
by.
one? Oh, we got that one from the one project that we did. Okay, this is fine though. So we can apply this one later. Now we are going to wait for the monthly tick. Not monthly, but 16th of November for the orcs. And we need public campaign. Does someone have that? Maybe we sold them. That's a bit annoying. Unless there's something in here which has public campaign. Here, this one, for example. So we could remove this one and instead give him this one. That would reduce... Yes, we do this. Ah, we can't... Yeah, okay, I'm going to do this. So this... I have to reassign some orcs and so on before we can do this. But actually I'm going to just go through this mission phase, let him go to ground before I do the rework here. But let's see our new science output actually.
Going off
So
the
we
grid.
are... Where?
Lending my expertise.
Only at
Offering
6.1.
assistance.
Surveillance complete.
That's not a lot. Servants again here. And we're up to 3.2 unrest now. Yeah, I think they are actually... No, our cohesion is so low that this is a problem. So we have to actually also use Unity here. Yeah, this is a problem we have to fix very quickly now before it hurts us a lot. I think I want to get this one out of the way. Space Future is almost done though. Yeah, this is going to take time now to fix. And we are not going to go up in science significantly here. But I'm going to make a cut here in this episode. So leave a like and subscribe and see you in the next one where we are going to push science up as much as possible here. But we also have to stabilize this Super India here now. This is messy. It will take time. And, well, leave a like and subscribe. See you next time.